Good morning, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. Let's see how things are going. We'll start with Nasdaq VWAP chart, and you can see we are now going towards a little bit of oversold area. This is ideally best area to sell will be around 26,000 as per this chart. This top box is best area to sell. Uh, this middle white line usually acts as a magnet. So if we go too far away, we come back. If we go too far down, we come back. So we are kind of in this middle box, which is really a no trade zone. So this is just purely chop here. And again, like if we go in this zone, look to short. And if we go in this zone, look to buy. And a lot of times you just have to be patient and wait for the right entries. Right now, there's no edge to bulls or bears. Maybe slight edge to bears because we're going higher, but the closer we are to the middle line, there's not no edge to bulls or bears. So this chart is pretty much kind of neutral from my perspective. If you look at linear regression chart, which is for Nasdaq, which is here, it's kind of same thing in the middle box. The closer we are to middle line, there's no edge to bulls or bears. The lower we go, look to buy. The higher we go, look to sell. Let's look at some other charts here. And this is the long-term chart of S&P 500. We are looking for, so there are two possibilities. If you are a bull, sure, we can have a Christmas rally and we could still touch 71.21. This is US 500. So that will be about 3.84% upside. And if you're a bear, we are probably going to be in this green box at some point next year. I don't know when. So the first entry will be 61.50 and then the bottom entry is around 658.21. So around 10 to 15% downside is possible. So if you have cash and if you are patient and don't care, then let it do its thing. And then eventually next year, some point we will be here and look to buy there. Okay. So you can see we always come back here in even in a bull market. You can see this was a bull market, had a dump here. And then at minimum, we come to neutral line and then bounce. But you can see this here also in a bull market, touch to the dark green line, for example. Could happen once in a year. So you just have to be very, very patient. And apart from that, if you look at point of control chart, right now, this is S&P 500. If I zoom out, there is a little bit of support. I mean, resistance around 6,900, 6,800. There are these point of controls, but immediately I don't see any on the left side here. So if we go down, this is where we are right now. Point of control 68.52. The price could bring it back to 68.40 if they really want. That's also a nice traded zone. And then below that 68.31 and then 68.14. So that's to the downside. To the upside, um, we have to go more for the left if you want to really see upside. There's a point of control somewhere here around, you can see there's around 68.68, then 68.87, and then 69.09. All right. Now let's go back to our regular uh, day trading chart on the left side, and then right side is daily chart. One thing to note, we're getting a 7 and 8 count sell signal. So gotta be careful, guys, on a daily chart. This is Nasdaq. You can see last time we got these signals from top to bottom. Nasdaq went down almost 5%. Here we got it went higher after 7, 8, and 9, and then a dump came later on. So you can see it went higher, and then a dump came out after almost 10%. Here it did not do much, just a little pullback. Here was also another 7 and 8 counts and had a nice pullback of about 4.6%. So again, the point is it's not consistent, but again, it's giving you warning. So just take the warning and be careful. All right. Especially when VIX on the other side is giving you a buy signal. VIX is pretty consistent, this buy signal. Here we got 7 and 8 counts and look at the rally here. Here we got look at the rally. Here we got look at the rally. Here we got look at the rally. So something is like it's in coordination. VIX is giving buy signals, S&P 500, Nasdaq giving sell signals. So it's time to be careful. Also, I want to also show you on Nasdaq, especially their gaps. All right. So even this cash market is giving a 7 count sell signal. Even QQQ should be giving. There you go. So there's a gap here around 609.82. So from where we are, where we close to that gap fill is about 2.18% down. All right. So just be careful. Same theory here on Nasdaq. There's gap around 25,000. So that's where all the moving averages are. So a pullback to that area would be a very, very nice. SPX, similar story. There is a gap around here, around 67.74, and then another gap around 66.29. But this 67.74 gap is more visible on daily chart. On SPY, that gap is around 676. Okay. So if we get a pullback, that would be about 1%. Oh, one also I wanted to show you. There's also a top gap on Nasdaq, which is around 25,956. On triple Q, that gap is around 631. It is not visible on SPY and SPX. There's no gap on the top, but Nasdaq has that gap. So just wanted to share that. And this is live market of S&P 500. Left side is day trading chart, kind of in the middle. We came very close to buy zone towards the opening day and then rallied. And now we're in the middle. So if you come back in this zone here, look to buy. And that's where if a gap fill happens, look to buy on that gap fill. All right. So that's the plan. Bitcoin. Okay. So Bitcoin here was in the resistance area, now going down. So this is the area you want to be buying. And on a daily chart, let me zoom in and focus on this a bit. On a daily chart, you can see we are now, we broke above white line, which is 20 simple moving average. This looks like a bear trap. This was getting rejected here. On white line, it got rejected and then they immediately pulled it back. So now let's see, these support and resistance lines are telling me that we could go lower. The ideal area to buy is below 75,000. So today could be a critical day for Bitcoin and we'll see how it does. And depending on how it does, we'll see if it's gonna come back to support zone at a future date some point, or it's gonna pump higher. We'll see. It's more than likely should come here because there's still weakness and sell signals are on Nasdaq and S&P 500 that could bring it down. So let's wait and watch and see. So just be careful on crypto as well. Since we're talking about Bitcoin, let's talk about Ethereum as well. Ethereum support zone is below 25,000. From gap perspective, Ethereum gaps are around 2500, 1707, and BTC gaps are around all the way to 53,000 and below. Okay, just something to keep in mind. Um, what else is there? Let's see. From gold perspective, also we're getting a 8 count sell signal yesterday. Now there is no count, so let's see if we're gonna get a dip. But it is changing trend, so we made a new high compared to this previous high. And as long as we are above this previous low around 40.15, we are good to go. So it's higher highs, higher lows in gold. Crude oil, looking to buy below this area. I don't know if we're gonna get that. Give me a second. Around 56.25. So still not able to close above this red and yellow line. So still pretty weak. But for some reason, if we get a sell-off and if we are in this area, you should be looking to buy in this buy zone, which is above 4.69 and below. Okay. Uh, some reason nvda Meta is pumping. Wow, I don't know. There's a news, some news probably. I don't know what the news is, but you can see pre-market. It's already here. So interesting. Actually, I wanted to buy Meta today. That's why I have it here because I was thinking this gap is gonna get filled and I will buy it there with 7 counts. But well, again, it is probabilities. NVDA, I'm looking to buy at 175 support. I don't know if you're gonna get that. I'll be looking to place an order here. So we'll keep an eye on the market and this stock. Apart from that, Tesla going higher with 7 count sell signal. So be careful. It is going higher, but this is also warning because Tesla's 7, 8 counts are pretty accurate. I think you can see here, here, here. It's pretty accurate. It doesn't have to happen right away, but it's a warning. Apple also giving a warning, 8 count sell signal. Google also gave a warning. Microsoft was down 2.5%, so near 200 moving average. So maybe they will buy it because algos are usually trained to buy near 200 moving average, so maybe they will buy the dip. Amazon also getting a 7 count sell signal. avgo was very oversold. Actually, it went to extreme overshoot, so now they are putting it back down, and it could bounce also because there is also gap all the way to 398, but let's be careful. Let it come down a bit and look to buy then. Netflix was also down, looking to buy below 100 to be honest. I don't know if you're gonna get that, but if they do, that's around 3.56% away. So that will be a good area to buy. Bond market also still has ways to go, I think. But again, near 200 moving average, they will probably buy this dip. Yeah. Toronto Stock Exchange also 7 count sell signal with a few gaps to fill. Hang Seng Index China came near 25,000 support a week ago. If it comes back there, buy again. Natural gas near extreme overshoot, near resistance, should avoid it. Look for a pullback to buy in this gap area. Silver also getting a 7 count sell signal today, so look to avoid it or short. Copper is also gonna do same as silver. Dollar is getting a 8 counts buy signal, so that's good news for dollar, and that could be bad news for stock market and gold and crypto. We'll keep an eye on this. Shopify just keeps going higher since it closed above this red line, which is 50 moving average. Let's see if it can continue going higher. There's some gap to fill. I don't know if it's gonna be filled on 1 hour chart. This day here had a gap, but we'll just keep an eye on it for now. There are no gaps to the top. Celestica is a bit weak. Again, there is a gap to the top and then so many gaps at the bottom. We don't know which way it's gonna go. Palantir. This 150 area was a good buy. I don't know if you're gonna go there again, but keep an eye on that, okay? SMCI is also a nice area to buy here. Extreme oversold area. So for a long run, I think SMCI is a good buy here. Um, that's it for today. Looks like CM there's an earnings and it's down around 84.99. So we'll see. Maybe it's a good time to buy some banks. I'll keep an eye on this. That's about it, guys. We can continue going for as many stocks, and we'll never end. But again, if there are any particular stocks you want me to review, put a comment. And if you want to know more about this indicator and buy and sell zones, then you can subscribe to my channel. Link is in the description. You can see how beautifully we came to the buy zone and then bounce. And I share these levels with my subscribers. You can easily just buy on the touches of green line. Okay, take care. Have a good one.